Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. So today I'm gonna cover this update post by DICE for Battlefield Labs, and they did an update on the game, basically what's going on with it and how's the progress they're doing. And this was posted like a few days ago, and this is a part of it. In the first part of the class system, I actually covered it in my Battlefield video update. You haven't checked it out, check it out. Uh, in this part, it's discussing more about the class system and what changes they have made or they're going to make, I believe. I'm gonna read the whole article, and also initially the first part I remember they also covered that all the weapons going to be available for all the classes, which left a sour taste in everyone's mouth, because especially in the community and the fan base, because the whole idea of Battlefield is like you have classes, and then each class has its own unique and special weapons. Their own like category of, like, for example, recons have like bolt action rifles, snipers. Assault, they have medic, or assault, they have assault rifles. Support has LMGs, and engineers have SMGs. And they're not doing that in this new Battlefield apparently. They just want to have all the weapons available, similar to 2042. So, which I personally don't like it either. It just defeats the purpose of that class, I would say, and uh, that's unfortunate. But hopefully they change. They may change it in future. I don't know. Odds are low, but we'll have to see if that will happen. But let's get to the article. Okay. This community update outlines the current status of the class system in the Battlefield Labs, featuring insights from early player experiences. Some systems aren't yet available in the Battlefield Labs, but everything discussed here is crucial for defining class identities and achieving our goal of creating the best class system in Battlefield's history. Well, we have to see about this. We've seen the suggestions to revert the previous systems and or closed weapons. We're keeping these in mind in our discussions as we aim to connect new and veteran players to the Battlefield experience, fostering teamwork and creating a universal understanding of our systems for the future. So they're saying that, oh, we are hearing you, but like, is that really gonna happen? It seems like they still want to keep going based on what they're saying, because they want to have the new experience of players as well. And I believe that's the sacrifice for it. They're just trying to get new player base as well, which I feel that's why they're doing it. We've collected extensive player feedback and data to improve the next Battlefield, particularly around classes. Some improvements happen quickly through Battlefield Labs testing, with balancing done via server-side commands. Other changes require new tools or client-side updates that take longer. Fair enough. Battlefield Labs allows us to respond to feedback and balance gradually with our community. We invite you to share your thoughts in the community updates section on our official. Okay, so nothing here. A recap of the class system. As indicated in part 1, our current focus for the class is to have the players recognize and intuitively feel the unique identity that each class brings to their squad on the battlefield. To have the interconnected systems and fundamentals of each class shape their role, while granting the freedom to customize how to execute that role. So they provided this with a class system. I'm gonna read this first, and then I'm gonna go back to the picture. The class system is defined by two main components: customizable and class defining. Okay. The customizable components empower players to explore and push the boundaries of their roles with their chosen class, while still adhering to the class's expectations. The class-defining components are designed to enhance pick up and go. I wonder what that means, pick up and go. And reinforce the expectations of your class identity. So assuming it means how do you want to build your character in terms of the class within that class, and how do you want to approach your gameplay, or like, I mean, not gameplay, the combat. Okay. Oh, okay, so yeah, customizable weapon loadouts, which makes sense. The loadouts that you can have training, which is, I believe, that's what the perks are basically. Throwables, obviously, throwables are grenades and stuff like that. Class gadgets, the gadgets within that class. Class defining is signature weapon, so I'm wondering what that means. Signature trait, I'm assuming it goes back to similar training, like a unique perk again within that class. It is exclusive. Weapon packages, I have no idea what that means. Signature gadgets, again, signature gadgets, I'm assuming it means unique gadgets within that class as well. But here it says signature weapons, so I'm wondering what that does. It mean like signature weapon is like exclusive weapons within that class, or what does it mean? I'm confused on that part because they also, because they're contradicting themselves in regards to first part where they said all the weapons are available to all the classes. So I guess we have to read more of the article to understand what it means. Customizable training. Okay, oh, I see. Training is designed to amplify the unique strengths of each class, ensuring your role on the field is both impactful and strategic. Each class offers two distinct training paths that you can choose from when customizing your loadout. They provide flat stat bonuses and the benefits enhances your performance in the teamwork scenarios and objectives across the various modes. Training paths are instructed into three levels. Level 0, passive benefit available upon immediate selection of the training path. Okay. Level 1 and 2, enhanced benefit aim at improving your selected role, only earnable through team play, progression, and scores XP. Okay, makes sense. Level 3 is one-time usability that you manually activate and either benefits yourself, your team, or your situation in the match. Okay, so given this as one time, does it mean that, and it's active, like, does the whole level training system resets? Because I understand the first two, like level 0 and level 1 and 2, but we have to see, I guess, how that, because it's a one time, like you can use it and then that's it, like there's no purpose of the training anymore. I don't know. In Recon's case, it is the ability to call it damageable UAV. Okay, that's interesting. To a marked position for passive spotting. Upon activation, you will need to continue working with your team to make sufficient progress to use it again. Okay, so you can use it again. So I think like you go to levels, it starts with level 0 obviously, and level 1 and then 2. And then once you get to level 3, you can use it for a set period of time. And then you have to stay to that level 3 or level 2, but then in order to earn level 3, you have to do the work again, or team play, or like capturing stuff or doing the objective, whatever. So I think that's what it means. Okay. As you engage in teamwork or tackle mode specific objectives, you will passively gain bonuses at each level along your chosen path. Triggering your level 3 ability resets you back to, okay, that's kind of suggest guess as well. Level 2 to re-earn your level 3 ability. Additionally, training path progression is reset at the beginning of each round. Okay, so each round it resets. I mean, that's fair. It makes sense, right? It has to, like, you shouldn't have it at each round. Like, so assuming, like, for example, like a game mode like Operation or like Breakthrough or like even Rush mode, it resets them. Well, that's fair. Through the labs, through Battlefield Labs, we are validating the progression rate, impact, and the balance of each path, allowing us to adjust the relative usefulness and power to perform the desired role. So here, this time they have the recon training specifically. So sniper, there's two obviously. So sniper level 0 is improve auto spot speed, range, and duration. Okay, so that's very self-explanatory. you guess you can see them at enemy at the further distances for a longer period of time. Okay. Sniper hits highlight enemy and prevent healing. Sorry. Oh yeah, that's okay. So if you get hit, then people can see it, or you can see it, and then it doesn't let them heal somehow. Okay, that could be problematic with prevent healings, but we'll have to see. I was assuming it means auto hit, because like if like what do you call it? Like if you drop like some sort of healing heal medic, or like I have some sort of yeah, basically I believe just heals you, but not automatic heal. So sniper headshots are unrevivable. Okay, that can be pretty powerful, especially that seems pretty good for the snipers who are actually good at it. Okay, Pathfinder level 0, quieter takedowns, crouch and prone movement. Okay, so you're gonna be much quieter and in the overall combat. Okay, fair enough. Level 1, undetected by equipment except when sprinting. I'm assuming by enemy recons, equipment, stuff like that. And if there's like drones or like auto turrets or whatever, so I guess fair enough. Level 2 is enemies you damage are spotted for your team. Okay, that's kind of similar to sniper hits highlight enemy, I guess. I don't know, but it's for the entire team, not for yourself only. I'll take that. That's for recon. That makes sense. Okay, level 3 is as they say, calling UAV to mark position for passive spotting. Similar to what Call of Duty has. Pretty self-explanatory. Okay. Recon specializes in long-range shooting and covert gameplay. Your training path is designed to enhance and encourage certain aspect of that role. If you find yourself being more up close and personal as a recon player, you would benefit from selecting Pathfinder, which has improvements such as being undetectable by equipment except when spreading. Okay, I don't know. Although the training system has been live in Beta Labs for only 2 play sessions, we've already identified a range of areas that we plan to improve before the launch. Okay, we'll see. I'm assuming the balancing reasons probably. Role efficiency and teamwork incentives are priorities of the system, and Battlefield Labs continues to provide us with the space and time to ensure we meet these priorities. Hopefully. I hope they don't rush the game, so I feel like the game is balanced enough and it's functional. So that's good, but I guess that's nice. So we're gonna see. All roads lead to the class identity. Okay, so class defining signature weapon. Let's see what it means. Each class has a signature weapon that is intrinsically connected to their class identity, with the role of each class taken into the close consideration as covered in part 1 of this series. While each weapon can pack a punch when used in the right combat situations and be a valuable addition to your loadout, choosing to use the proficient weapon category for each class will provide you with tailored passive benefits for their role. Okay, so I guess depending on what weapon you choose, weapon class you choose, it benefits you based on the class that you have. So assuming you're going with this because given they give you all the available weapons, but if you, for example, use snipers in the recon class, you're gonna have much more benefit versus if you use sorry, snipers in like medic class or like support class. So you get slightly more advantage from the snipers. I think that's the approach they're going. All right. Assault and assault rifles. Assault in the ultimate infantry fighter, responsible for leading the charge and responding to the situation as and when they arise. Using an assault rifle with this class will result in faster transition from sprint to shoot and switching between the assault rifles and other weapons. Huh? Switching between assault rifles and other weapons. Does that like it's kinda this is like switching between assault rifles, like you have 2 assault rifles, but I don't think that's the case. And other weapons, I wonder what this means, because that's kind of obviously you're not gonna have that, because that wouldn't make sense if you have two assault rifles simultaneously. I'm assuming they mean like reloading, sorry, switching between weapons in generally, just not. Because the wording is a bit kind of weird. Anyway, engineer and submachine guns. Engineers are positioned for the destruction and repair at all costs, which means getting up close and dirty while on the battlefield. You will benefit from improved hipfire control while using SMGs. Well, this is more like a weapon thing than a class thing, I would say. Uh, I I don't know. Like SMGs already have good hipfire. Like I hope it's not like you can snipe the people with SMGs across, not across the map, but like from a good distance. But I have to see how it is balanced and if it's good enough. Doesn't sound really exciting, but you have to see how it works first. Okay, next one is support and light machine guns. Being used to heavy fire situations and being in the midst of chaos, support are experienced with heavy gear. And as they lay down fire with the light machine gun, they will not suffer from sprint penalties. Okay, sprint penalties like other classes would if they were to use the same weapon. Okay, they will not suffer from sprint penalties like other ones. Right. Honestly, I gotta see this in action in the game to see. I'm trying to understand it better. It's kind of the wording is not that clear, I would say. Recon and sniper rifle scope sway will be decreased. Okay, that's a huge deal. And the ability to stabilize your aim by your holding breath improves with the use of snipers. So that's definitely a really big deal, I would say, with the snipers. That seems a lot promising and a lot better for recon if they're on recon and using some versus other classes. So that's good. Being highly proficient with the sniper rifles will allow for recon to be faster at rechambering between the shots too. Okay. So I would say recon has the best advantage so far out of all classes. I would say maybe recon first and then assaults and then support and then engineers. But who am I tell? I don't know. Class defining signature trait. Okay, so let's get to that. With signature traits, we aim to create a set of unique bonuses that increase the efficiency of your overall role as that class. Assault, enhance mobility. Okay, we're currently looking at providing this class with reduced fall damage. Okay, that's good. And no movement speed penalty that results from a fall. I see. So when you fall, you can recover kind of faster or technically remove that part with that enhanced mobility perk. Combined with other class defining elements such as training, it aims to place emphasis on assault being the tip of the spear class and utilizes mobility as its strength. Okay, so utilizes mobility as its strength. That's pretty important. So you're gonna be much faster than other classes, much faster to be able to recover from the combat. That's good. That's nice. Engineer explosive damage resistant. I guess that makes sense. Not surprised. While assault is all about leading the charge in infantry combat, the engineer is the only class capable of repairing and dealing significant damage to the vehicles. True, very true. We are in a highly explosive situations, that's also true, and we are theming this trait around that. I like that. I can understand that. I think we had that something like that as well in the previous battlefields. I don't know which one. I think it was 4, if I'm not mistaken. We're currently providing a reduction to damage from explosions as a signature trait, and we'll be assessing with the Battlefield Labs if that difference is felt between the different classes. Okay, so I want to see if it's balanced enough or not. So they might to increase or decrease the rate of that resistance. Hopefully it's good. Support faster revive. I thought that was assault that does the reviving. I think they're approaching it much differently. So support is gonna be your ammo stuff and also your medic, both basically. It provides you both ammo and healing abilities. Support is designed to be a very squad's essential choice for defense and sustained combat. Our focus for this class was to enhance the importance of reviving, protecting, and supplying teammates, enabling them to rejoin the fight quickly. Okay, so basically it just does the, like I said, providing ammo, providing health, taking care of the whole squad, and be the juggernaut of the squad basically. Currently, the signature trait for support allows faster reviving when stationary. On stationary, huh? I guess I'm assuming you can revive the enemy. I mean, your squad as you're moving it, because I heard you can move your squad mate or like your team from the combat and then revive them. So I'm assuming that's what it means. Probably. We are using the time with our community in the Battlefield Labs to monitor your feedback on the support class and and the evolving expectations of the support role, and identify the best aspects of this role to elevate further. Okay. Seems like support is going to be pretty critical and pretty big deal. Recon, aim spotting. We will currently have recon signature as the ability to spot enemies while aiming down sight automatically. Okay, so you don't have to spam your, because I remember, like for example in other battles you have to spam one of the buttons, I forgot what it was, to basically spot the enemy from distance. This is a signature trait that we are actively seeking feedback on with Battlefield Labs and are continually improving. Okay, so this part explains this part where it says improve auto spot speed and range and duration. So you're gonna get that or have that auto spot, but then it's gonna be even improved further if you play as a sniper in the recon training, whatever it's called. I can understand. Yeah, I'm assuming that's gonna be the case across all the classes, which is yeah. It's in this case it's just we're talking about the recon. But okay. Class defining signature gadget. So class defining is essential into our future gadget lineup, ensuring each class has features unique gadgets with zero overlaps in usage. This approach highlights and reinforces the distinct role of each class, offering gadgets that either enhance your own effectiveness or your support to your squad. Okay. Assault, they have adrenaline injector. Okay, so that buffs you basically. We are equipping this assault with the class with an adrenaline injector that grants resistance to flash and sound effects. Oh, I like that. Finally, I get, because we never had something like that. We had something for the grenades and explosives, but not too. I don't remember too many of things like that, like flash and stunt. That's good. Enhances the speed. You go slightly faster. That means reduces explosive damage. Okay, so you get a damage resistance to explosive, which also and engineers are getting it, but engineers are, I think it was passive and it's slightly different than this one. And in for the solid, it's gonna be within a short period of time, versus engineers. So there are differences. I wonder what's just we gotta see if the rates are the same or not as well, like how resistant they are. And amplifies enemies' footsteps for a brief period of time. Huh. Okay. Battlefield Labs has already gathered substantial feedback on the adrenaline injector, which we are taking on board for the future to ensure its balance across the classes. For more details, check out the engineer repair tool. Whereas in the past, the repair tool has something been a choice between using it or sacrificing it for something more aggressive, like I remember like rockets and stuff like that. So or like so you could I remember you could have like rockets and also mines or different kind of mines, like landmine for vehicles, and at the cost of repel to which suck. I personally I think. Right now, seeing that going forward, the repel tool will always be available to you. Okay, that's good. So it's a thing that you can have all the time. This in this case, so you don't have to equip it anymore or just sacrifice it or have it as a unique gadget. Okay, that's good. So they're really there really is no excuse for you not to repair your squads, right? Exactly. Hopefully that's gonna help. I doubt it with the way some of the players are, but hopefully that helps. It should though. What it does, it insinuates for you, it gives you incentive to do that, and you should do that in a team player based game. So hopefully that works. I like that. I like that. What's been done for the engineer. Support supply bag. Whenever you see a supply bag on the ground, you will now know that this item is capable of either healing you or providing you with a certain amount of ammo. And support will be the class responsible. So okay, so it provides both of them. Or one of them. It says either. I think it's gonna be both. I don't think it's gonna be one or the other. Because that's gonna make it a bit difficult. I hope it's both. So you can choose like what do you need, or like it gives you both. So that makes it pretty powerful if it's both of them, which I think it is both of them from what it says. And that's good. We're currently working through the balance of this gadget through Battlefield Labs and defining how much health or ammo you should receive. With the what the optimal range should be and the spam prevention. Okay. So you might not get full health or full ammo, which is fair. And also the radius they make it, like within what radius of the box you should be to get it, which I understand that too, and how often the support class get that supply bag. Okay. It has to be balanced, obviously. You shouldn't be like able to spam it constantly. Recon motion sensor. Okay, we had that before. Whether you're a sniper or pathfinder in either a defensive or aggressive positions, the motion sensor is a useful tool, I guess, for tracking enemy movement within its limited range. As a recon, it is essential to have this tool readily available to perform at your best, making it an excellent choice for your signature gadget. So I remember we had motion sensor in the Battlefield 4. I don't think we had it in 2042. I don't remember, but I know we had it in 4 and 3 for sure. And it was like a throwable item that you drop it, and it would just gives you locations of the location of the enemy within a certain radius. And it was just like what the way it was working in the Battlefield 4. I remember it was in the map. It would just it would show the enemy, and then it would go away, and it would keep coming and keep going in the mini map. So I wonder how they're gonna. Would it be that constantly you can see them, or is it just gonna be like a laser that just keeps coming and going, keeps going away, and keeps showing up? So I guess we have to see and wait how exactly in details it's gonna work. You're learning from the labs. Thousands of players began experiencing Battlefield Labs in March, and it has already resulted in thousands of feedbacks and submissions and bug reports, allowing us to work on rapid iteration of specific gameplay elements like movement and responsiveness, whilst discussing how to improve upon areas that take longer to implement, like destruction, movement, animation, and more. Fair enough. Battlefield Labs is an ongoing process that has laid foundation for us to collaborate on player-driven changes that will impact the next generation of Battlefield games. So I hope, like I agree, but like given what DICE has done with they have done with the past two Battlefields, I'm kind of concerned. So until the game comes out on the very first day and second day, and then it's functional as working, it's okay. I don't trust that, honestly. The balancing issues, I really don't care, because balancings are something that can be fixed really quickly. It's not problematic, I would say. I generally don't care so much about balancing issues within the game at launch. What I care about is if it's fun and the gameplay loop is good, and also it's functional. Functionality is very important to me personally, and the gameplay of it has to be good, and the gun combat has to be great as well. If those are the factors of a game like Battlefield, if it doesn't serve those purposes, then it just there's no reason to play. It doesn't come as a successful game. or a successful battlefield, I would say. But I'm willing to wait it out, see how it is, and give it a shot once it comes out. While we continue to read through the feedback and assess areas to work on, it has already been instrumental in guiding us to meaningful improvements. Okay. Class identity and gameplay. Assault players have emphasized Assault has a lone wolf mentality, okay, and then there is a desire to make the class less self-reliant and instead enhance the team play capabilities. Key areas for improvement include the weapon sling, particularly its early pre-alpha functionality, okay, which allowed for carrying 2 signature weapons. I don't understand what it means. It's something that you actually have to play to understand what it means, I believe, personally think. It's kind of difficult for me to imagine it, so I can't make a comment about it. The adrenaline injector has also received significant feedback and will undergo improvements, including removal of health regeneration components. Okay, so I think it was making it very broken, that you could just heal yourself and then go back to the combat and then heal yourself. So it was like at the fast rate as well, like you could be very fast with it. So for balancing reasons, they removed that, which is fair. That's good. And further changes to be shared at a later date. Okay. Engineer remains in a good place, but we are exploring ways to further enhance its interaction with vehicle play. Okay. Players were able to equip dual rocket missile launches within earlier playstation. Jesus, why is that the case? That's crazy. I guess that's the early PlayStation, so it was pre-alpha, so I can see understand why. And while that may have enhanced the interaction between this rule and the destruction of capabilities, it provided too much power, obviously, in a single loadout, and we will be limiting this to you. So sorry, we will be limiting this so you can only choose one at a time. Okay, that's good. Shouldn't be 2 rockets at a time simultaneously. I don't understand that. Would be very broken. Support is frequently played due to its abilities to revive teammates, supply ammo and health, and intercept systems. Oh, I see. Like grenades and stuff like that. Like you have a trophy system, whatever it's called. You're focusing on the subtle enhancements rather than insignificant changes with this class. Feedback indicates that there is an abundance of supply crates taking place. Okay. And this can often cause a detrimental effect on the combat and create a stalemate situation due to excessive healing and ammo. Okay, so they have to reduce the rate of it, I guess. We're investing in adjustments such as crate's duration, how much it can resupply, and more to ensure we are striking a good balance for impact to support another class. Okay, so it was kind of spam. It seems like it was kind of spammy initially, and it was not abused, but it was used too much to the point that it was just defeated the purpose of other classes, and you couldn't be in a situation like survival situation. So they're just trying to balance it so it's not too much and not overpowered. Fair enough. Recon. PlayStations and feedbacks have highlighted room for improvement with the recon, and we agree. More work needs to be done to enhance its role on the battlefield. One aspect that we continue to assess feedback around is how we want to encourage specific training path playstyles for this class. Training the disinformation and sabotage, okay? So you can just sabotage the enemy or just confuse them, okay? Aspects of the role and need to balance Spartan capabilities, okay? I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, not much going on with recon. Well, while the list above is not exhaustive, we continue to enhance various aspects throughout the development process with gradual changes within Battlefield Labs and beyond, guided by player feedback. For example, earlier pre-alpha PlayStations received a large response against ballistic armor. Okay, and there is this feature is no longer included in our multiplayer modes. So what is ballistic armor? So it was like, it's like an armor that you could wear or equip, and I believe so. That's what it sounds like. And it would give you damage resist, and it was like too much, so they got rid of it. Okay. Additionally, improvements are ongoing with the movements and animation as well as vehicle handling or for ground vehicles and aircraft. Okay, that's very important. I hated the past two Battlefields vehicle handling for the ground vehicles like tanks and UAV, tanks and air vehicles. Like it was pretty terrible. I personally think like Battlefield 4 was good, Battlefield 1 was good, but 5 especially was terrible, very bad, and also 242 was better, but still bad enough that I wasn't encouraged enough to play it as a vehicle, like a tank or anything. Our content is currently in alpha development, and some features may take longer to improve to implement than others. Fair enough. Depending on the complexity, however, we remain committed to keeping you informed through our community channels and Battlefield Labs as we work together to build the Battlefield. Okay. Overall, what I'm thinking, I'm excited. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited about the game. I'm excited about the future of it and see how the game is gonna be. And the information that was provided looks decent and seems they're really dice and everybody pretty much very dedicated and focused on this game to be good and go back to its roots. However, that doesn't change the fact I'm still concerned with information that I've heard. We've heard for the past week or so about like EA expecting somehow a 100 million player base for this game, which is freaking stupid to begin with because I know it, even like games like Fortnite or GTA or major games actually reach that level. They nowhere near that number. So I don't know what's the delusion of EA executives or the management think that that should be the player count across the game cycle. So it doesn't make any sense to me at all. That's my issue. And then I heard they're somewhat behind the development as well, slightly. So I don't know how true is that, but I heard that. So I hope that's not the case. I heard it's more like the single player is the issue than the multiplayer. Uh, but we have to see. I don't mind, for example, the game is fully polished and it's only multiplayer at launch, and then on a free on a free update, like for example in season one of the game, they release a campaign as well. I'm totally cool with that. Uh, sorry. But we have to see as well. Again, don't pre-order. Obviously, it's not available yet. But when the game was announced and available for it, do not pre-order the game. Wait until the launch and see how people think. See the reviews. Just watch few gameplays of the game. Sorry, and watch a couple of videos. And if you're interested, then go buy it. Otherwise, this might be another game that goes on sale, another Battlefield game that goes on sale very soon, because I remember 2042 was like it launched and then it went on sale the holiday for it as well. I don't know by how much, but it went on sale. It was pretty fast. But yeah, overall I'm looking for um I'm hopeful, little excited, but not too much to the point that I will get disappointed or given their past, and we'll have to see what happens. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you like it, and please share your thoughts and opinion in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.